What's up, everybody? I'm Nick Cato.
Walter Bowley.
Maddie Light, AK whole family.
And this is, oh my god, what's that? 55? 55?
No.
I think it's 54.
Yeah.
I can find this really fast, guys.
It might be 5'4" on your shirt.
Before you do that, just appreciate my beard right now that's growing. I want to give a quick shout out to Dollar Beard Club for supplying me with the shampoo and oil that I need. On the wall right there. And it is episode 54.
Oh no, it makes it look like you gelled your beard.
54. I haven't used any of it today, so thank you that my beard looks that luscious. But
now he thinks his beard is naturally stylish.
it is. So basically, we're back. It's the first official episode we're doing. Normal format. Everything's good.
Matt played hooky on the last one, so
I had the freaking flu and I was sick as shit.
I wouldn't have let Matt in my house with the flu. Unless he really needed it. But
why would he need it?
I don't know if he got like kicked out of his house or something.
I need this. I need the podcast.
So, I don't know. But before we start episode 54, I want to give a quick shout out to...
You already did Beard Club.
I'm not doing that.
Second.
As you know, that I've been obsessed with Mario Maker. And part of the reason, as I wrote, was the rivalry between Dan Reichert and Patrick Klepek. And their epic rivalry came to an end yesterday. I watched them for like 4 hours. It was a little... I don't know why I did, but I did. I bought the shirt, which only like 150 of them were made.
I thought you were going to say $150.
Oh no, God, like 20. But thank you for the hours and hours you put into those levels and beating the levels and playing the levels and entertaining me. Seriously, thank you. I'm going to copy your levels.
So you copied their level?
Well, imitation is the highest form of honor.
Exactly.
I guess, right? So.
Exactly. So, we're jumping in to the news you should know.
Not the news you want to know.
Not the news you need, but the news that you deserve.
But do you really deserve it if you
news you should know. First one. I don't really give a shit about this because it's PC crap, but Oculus founder says the Oculus Rift pre-orders won't sell out. They said, don't worry, it's good. So
because not many people are going to buy it.
I think a lot of people
I think Oculus is going to outsell PlayStation VR.
Well, it's got a bigger audience at least.
So,
and also I was watching, and they said that I was watching Colin and Greg's show, and one of their questions was actually asking, will porn be a thing with VR? And they said probably not with PlayStation VR, but they probably will do it with Oculus.
Probably not with PlayStation VR,
but Oculus Rift, he said that it's 100% going to be one of the biggest things.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, like, what are the POV videos, if anything?
Oh my god, I mean, I can already see the sky's the limit with fucking virtual reality porn.
Oh yeah.
Porn? You can't live without
choose your own reality. They're like, oh, you meet the girl outside on the pool deck. It's like, what do you want to do? Stay outsid, go inside,
what is
smash.
It, like, until
like,
dawn?
all right.
Like,
you have 5 seconds.
If you don't, you get shot in the face.
Or if you don't, the girl's like, fuck out of here. It's like, all right, sorry. All right. Second news, Hideo Kojima will be inducted as a 21st member in the Academy of Interactive Arts Sciences Hall of Fame, basically the game Hall of Fame. So, congratulations to Hideo Kojima. He deserves it. You're the man. Can't wait to see what you are.
So, who else do you think should be in that?
Shigeru Miyamoto, obviously.
If he's not already.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
Probably Neil Druckmann.
Maybe like
Phil Spencer.
A posthumous for Iwata.
He's at Microsoft.
Posthumous for Iwata?
Possibly. I'm not sure.
Who's the fat blonde guy that comes out on like most of the E3s and like
fat blonde guy?
Yeah, he's like got glasses on and he usually comes out for PlayStation.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Fat blonde guy.
Yeah. He's like the Phil Spencer for PlayStation.
Yeah,
I know
he's really good.
He's like American, Sony America president.
That's Andrew House, and he's really skinny and doesn't have blonde hair.
I know who he's talking about, and he speaks at E3. But he's
Reggie Fils-Aimé for Nintendo
so is he
America.
A developer, or is he just a
he's
just a face
president, yeah. But he's clutch, so.
So I don't know if that, I feel like you should have, game design.
All right, I don't know. You know who else should be? Troy Baker. And who's the other guy? Nolan North for voice acting. They should be in there. They're in everything.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, just Shigeru Miyamoto. If you're not in there, rethink your life of what the video game Hall of Fame is. So about the third item, over 35.9 million PS4 systems have been sold up to date.
I couldn't hit 36.
They will. Don't worry.
They will.
As of January 3rd, so I'm sure they hit it already. So they are
They're
selling
already
like
on
wildfire. They're
already on point to outsell PS1 and PS3, right?
PS2. You mean?
No. PS1
Oh
and
yes,
PS3.
yes. This is the most
PS2,
sales
I don't think
of all
I
time.
think they're
They
gonna
can't.
fall flat
Yeah.
before PS2.
PS2
happens.
is
And they'll
on
never
sale.
reach Wii levels, so
Yeah.
PS2's
100
higher
million?
than Wii.
I think
Yeah,
Wii's the
no,
highest
PS2 is
selling.
the highest selling
Oh,
system.
really?
ever.
PS1's the highest, like the fastest selling. It's points when it
Chris
first
Swartz
came
on
out.
the
For
list
like
for
the
Wii was
first,
number one.
Not
6
anymore.
months or some
PS4 beat that. PS4 has all the early records.
I could have swore Wii was the only one they didn't beat. It was
Nope.
the fastest selling system.
Yeah, because they were sold
No,
out.
PS4s, but they didn't. That's because they
were
had
sold out
limited.
PS4s
They had
and
limited
Xbox
quality.
Ones, though, too.
Yeah, PS4 has shattered everything so far.
Oh.
But congratulations to Sony because I'm a fan, obviously.
PlayStation Nation. Except you're
Why?
not,
Why are you saying that, Matt?
because I'm still PlayStation
How?
Nation.
How can you be?
If you really look at it, if I really want to be a jackass, technically they never bought me a game I wanted.
You're Matt. How can you say that?
They haven't bought me a game I
You're
wanted.
getting free AAA games like,
This-
on a weekly basis. You're still PlayStation Nation. While
Yeah.
he goes and fires up his new game, Xbox.
Yeah, but I buy for PlayStation.
For those,
I just get games.
For those not
Xbox.
caught up, Matt is mysteriously getting free games on his Xbox One, and he's checked his card. He's not getting charged for them. He's getting free games, including but not limited to Grand Theft Auto 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor,
Star Wars
Star Wars Battlefront.
and
Why? Before you, every once in a while, just like shake the mouse. Well, don't do that. Don't want to pause it. Just shake the mouse around so my computer doesn't go to sleep.
What the heck is this?
Just like so I think I have a virus or something.
Oh
Okay.
god!
It's not going to stop popping up for a little bit. I usually just let it run its course and I just close them all.
That sounds like how people deal with herpes.
Yeah. But virtual
It's just gonna
reality.
keep popping up. I
Yeah.
let it run its course and then it goes away.
Yeah, that's fine. I think what happened, I don't think it's a virus. When I went through before, like a year or so ago, I went and like deleted a bunch of shit that's useless, and I think I
Deleted
deleted a
malware.
software,
Yeah.
and it's like that thing's like telling me this is missing, this, and I don't know what it is, so I don't fucking care. But virtual reality is expected to generate $5.1 billion in 2016.
Virtual reality, even if it's ready now or 2 years from now, virtual reality is where gaming is going. Whether it's ready now or if it's ready later, it will be the gaming way.
But not in 2016.
And in the total,
like I said, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
here's the number breakdowns of
But
it.
they got to start somewhere. They
Right.
got to start
According-
right now. Just like the DS, I felt like the 3DS when it first came out, it was, even though it was booming, a lot of people weren't getting adjusted to the 3DS. But once they perfected the 3D of it, it really was like people appreciated
Once they made it like
more.
actually useful in games, like
Yeah.
in A Link Between Worlds, if you use the
let's-
3D, it actually made the game.
Well,
way
they're
better.
like
Let's
they're
be
like
real,
3D
no one
movies.
used 3D on
No, in A Link
3DS.
Between Worlds, it makes it way better.
Maybe in,
They
like,
found like a way to
but-
to kind of like put a steady on
Yeah.
to make it better.
Never go max.
Yeah.
Max
Yeah.
hurts, but like halfway, it works.
It's like 3D movies. Some are good in it and some are not.
Because like the first 3DS was like if you turned it like a centimeter,
yeah.
you couldn't see. They've made it a lot better now. Like you can just like hold it like a regular and you'll see.
I mean, it's still a piece of shit. I agree, Nick, but it's not
I'm not
Vita.
going to say that. But according to Super Data Research, it predicts that Europe will have 1.9 billion in sales, lead the charge with VR. Then North America will have 1.5 billion, Asia 1.1, and the rest of the world at 0.6
I really feel like
See?
Japan is going to kill this
See?
thing. Like they're.
That's
going
what
to
I'm saying. I think worldwide, and obviously just excluding us Americans, like
try not to.
it's going to. I think it's going to sell like hotcakes, but here I think it's going to sell the
I don't think
shittiest.
so. No, with Japan doesn't, like, Japan, like, you can basically, like, mark off PlayStation VR because none of them buy PS4s. So that's out there.
Yeah, but you know how much virtual
They're all
reality
mobile.
they're going to put in
But
arcades?
is PC is
Well, that's
now,
not
maybe you guys can
Oculus.
explain. Maybe you guys can explain this to me. Is PlayStation VR a PS4 accessory, or
Yes.
is it its own device
Accessory.
that comes with its own games?
PS4 accessory.
Okay, so
Obviously,
you have to
games
have a PS4.
Yes,
to
what
use
it is now is it's basically the thing that comes with the headset, obviously, and an external power system that's like about the size of a Wii, and you just plug it into your PS4 and then use that. But you need the PS4 for it.
Okay.
And obviously, games are going to be what I really want.
Honestly, if I'm
going
to buy one, I'm probably going to buy Oculus now over VR, even though it's.
to.
Well, I'm going to eventually buy a computer.
Oh,
I'd have to see. I mean, honestly, none of the virtual reality games look like they need a ton of, run.
I just
ability.
don't think PlayStation. I think it's going to be cheaper than Oculus, as I just don't. And I think with PC, there's more groundwork that they can put on it than
mods.
I think.
and things like that. Versus VR is going to be so limited compared to Oculus. That's why I think Oculus Rift is going to kill VR.
Well, I think Oculus is going to have
PSVR.
like app support also, like Netflix. And
They're gonna Oculus is gonna be where it's
I don't know,
supposed to be at. If
I
you want
wanna-
to go the real
Can
VR.
you imagine watching Crank 2 in virtual reality?
Oh my god, that game movie was so fucking clutch.
I don't know. I need to actually use it.
Chicken and broccoli.
I need to actually see VR and probably
Yeah.
use it, but it depends on the price point for me. But
if they're looking at 300 plus, I just can't.
I don't
I
know.
can't do that.
they said that they think Oculus Rift and HTC Vive together are going to sell 6.6 million units, and they think PlayStation VR is going to sell 1.9 million, which is a little fucking ridiculous.
I don't know.
I haven't really seen though, like when this is it. Like when I watch PlayStation VR at PSX, not impressed. When I watched Markiplier test drive Oculus Rift, I was impressed with what he was doing with it.
Well, see, this is the same thing of you got to try
And they were
it.
simple. They were simple games, and they were scary games. A lot of them I saw where they literally one is your guys just sitting on like a couch in like a living room, and at first your guys just watching TV, and all of a sudden you just hear shit going on. And it's like because you gotta have headphones with it too. I think they even have a built-in headphone thing to it, right?
I'm not sure.
But anyways,
Maybe an extra accessory.
but like it's just like you need that, like, and it's just simple. He's just sitting there, and you just hear shit. He's just hearing
But
shit, and he's looking around.
this is
What the fuck?
This is the difference. When you said you weren't impressed with anything from PlayStation VR, I forgot the game, the color game. I forgot the name of it.
Color?
Res. Literally everyone
Yeah,
who said
I know.
they played it, they
You
said
remember-
that game was like
That's
the
probably
most
what you're right. You're probably
ridiculous thing they've ever played. They said it's absolutely amazing. Which is why I'm saying is like it's hard
You
to show off
probably
VR.
played it, yeah.
You have to play it to like
Yeah.
experience. Even that job simulator game, as dumb as that looked fun.
Oh,
like,
that
I'm
one
sure
was actually
playing
fun.
it is completely different.
Just like the one where I watched the guy on VR, when I watched him do it, he did like literally a simulator where it was like you supposed to keep your hands on the keyboard. Sorry,
No, you're good.
I trying to use, but keep your hands on the keyboard and don't put your hands away. And he literally gets things like raptors that come up to your face and like bees, and like he hears it where he's like ah, and he's like, and knives come down out of nowhere like you're supposed to.
I guess with that, how
It's
much
cool.
is you think that's cool, and how much is Markiplier making it look
And
cool
also,
by,
I mean,
like,
what's the replay?
freaking
Like, what's
out
the
like
replay
that?
value there? Like, how many times can you get your hands?
Well, I
fucking
don't
stabbed?
expect that game to be fucking $60 purchase.
Who knows?
If it is, then holy shit.
Yeah.
But-
It's like, how many times can you get your hands stabbed by shit before you're like, okay, I'll move on to the next one?
Yeah, it's an experience. Maybe, I mean, they might, I don't know, Steam's pretty good with prices, so I'm sure Steam is going to work very hand in hand with Oculus.
We'll see. But second to last piece of news: Scalebound has been delayed until 2017.
I'm saddened, but
It needs
not
it.
totally, surprised, but still sad.
The
And
kid needs to get his
they
ass
said,
kicked. That's what I
in
remember.
order to deliver our ambitious version and
Maybe he
ensure
will.
that Scalebound lives up to expectations, we will be launching the game in 2017. So it'll give us the time needed to bring to life all the innovative features and thrilling gameplay experiences that we have planned.
And that's what, obviously I'd rather have a full game than a broken game, so.
Obviously, I didn't play it, but
Sad.
everyone said that the
No,
game.
not everyone.
No, everyone
Don't say
said that.
everyone.
Everyone basically said the game wasn't running well when they played the demo.
Oh, I don't know about anybody playing the demo. I just
Yeah,
know
they
the
said
stage one.
they said when they were
Oh,
running
well,
it,
then
it didn't play
finish.
good.
He uses that word everyone, like, so casually.
You need to stop
Everyone
using
I've heard talk
sarcasm.
about
See, now you
Scalebound.
changed it. I said everyone I heard. You just said everyone before.
Okay, what I meant by that was
Vegas.
everyone who played
Those are
the demo
very
said it
different.
ran bad, and I didn't think it ran that good even in the stage demo.
Nah, stage demo look cool.
Like that's the game
Especially
where
like the dragon like coming in and flying and stuff. And like, yeah, okay,
Oh.
the guy looks like a twerk.
that's the game. I'm not
just
talking
didn't
about
really
that.
care for
That's
it.
the guy. That game just looks like I'm gonna hit one button over and over and over again.
Yeah, kind of like Witcher.
Yeah,
No,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Light attack, heavy action, science.
I don't agree with Nick
I
at all.
swear to
where-
God.
I don't agree with Nick at all where he said the combat sucked.
If
I
which-
thought that was the best thing about the game.
Platinum Games. I know you don't have this problem. I swear to fucking God, if you make movement like Assassin's Creed, I don't understand why
would
all
Platinum
these
games
games.
have that problem. They don't have it with like.
I'm just
Bayonetta.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
If they, honestly, like if they just take an open world game like Scalebound's supposed to be and just make it like Bayonetta combat, that's goaty.
That's all I'm
That's
saying.
why you're so for it, because Platinum games.
Yeah, but they don't have all hits. Like they made the
They
Legend of
literally
Korra game that was like a
one
4 out of
hit.
10.
I'm gonna tell you though, since you guys were kind of talking about hype games last week, that I definitely said, and you guys talked about CD Projekt Red. I am actually one of my hypest game is the Cyberpunk
That's
game.
not coming out
Yeah.
next year.
It's a
That's not.
it's a
coming
soft
out.
2016.
That's not coming
Just
out.
like Final Fantasy 15, it's not coming out
That's
2016.
not coming out. It's
You'd
not.
think they would have had that come out this year or last year, considering it was the 15th installment.
No, it can't be that crazy. I've
Or
been
their
working on it
10th
for 10
year.
years. Come on.
How about that?
I was only
Dude, the
14.
game is coming out this year. I would bet you $40 this time that it comes out this
you were-
year.
20?
Oh,
Here on it. 2016 release for Final Fantasy 15. It will not come out in 2016.
it will come out 2016.
It will.
You want to bet on Persona 5?
No, that one. Every time I'm looking at these freaking prediction things, I'm like sitting there, like, why do I not see Persona 5 on here?
To quote Colin Moriarty with Final Fantasy 15, even the day before the release date, he will not believe the game's actually coming out until it's sitting
like, I don't
in
care if
his
it
PS4
says-
running.
It's like, I don't care if it says installed, waiting
Yeah,
for...
until I'm
Dude, they said
playing
the
it.
game is like completely done.
Dude,
They're just
you
touching
used that
that.
argument last year.
Yeah, last year. Now that year has to,
Yeah,
it
but-
has to eventually make sense.
But now, I don't know. But then the final...
I will be playing Final Fantasy 15 this year.
Before
'Cause Square
December.
Enix has to get their shit in gear because they got 6 other games that are ready for the next following years.
Like, you want to bet that Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't coming out in 2017?
2.8 is definitely coming out this year.
No, it's not. I already know it's not. But
2.8?
No, I mean that's
Oh,
like
It's like
Kingdom Hearts
2.8 is, and I'm going to tell you right now, 2.8 is going to suck. Like, I guarantee you that story is
it
going to be
can't
so half-assed.
suck because it's the first 2 Kingdom Hearts games.
No, 2.8 is supposed to be a prologue to the third one. It's
But
supposed
also,
to give you like
doesn't it also have one?
all
of
they want
It
to
has Birth by
all they
Sleep
want
in it.
2.8 to do is tell you what everyone else is doing, so you don't have to do that while you're playing Sora in the third one. That's all it's going to be. And I bet you it's just going to be a bunch of filler story with some cool little action things you get to do with Aqua, since that's who you're going to be. But all it's going to do is just let you be able to see everyone's doing before you play as Sora, because the guy specifically said he's not wanting you to play as anyone else but Sora. in the
All
third
you
one.
do is it has Birth by Sleep in it.
Yeah.
It has
2.8.
a movie,
Yeah.
a little
like
movie,
Yeah.
and then it has like a little hour-long thing with Aqua.
Exactly, and that's
So-
all you're going to get. And I bet you it's going to suck ass.
I don't think it's gonna suck, but I don't know. Nintendo Network is gonna be under maintenance for next week, Monday, January 11th.
I'm not going to notice.
So
Nintendo Network will be under
be ready.
notice.
So
I won't be able
That's
to
it
body
for the news you
clouds
should
with
know.
Ganondorf.
You've been playing a lot.
A little bit.
Nick never plays.
I don't.
A lot of noob ass
At all.
clouds online.
I think we ran Nick out when we whooped his ass 100 times in,
Nah,
and then
wasn't at
Orlando.
all.
Me? I
No,
wasn't
I
there.
whooped Nick's.
Oh, okay.
I
Ass
didn't
100
see that.
times.
I won a lot
You
of
didn't
matches.
see that. What are
What
you
do you
talking
mean you
about?
didn't see that? I cleared you out.
You fucking daredevil? Fucking not seeing shit?
No,
Except that one game where Nick fucking did the stupidest shit
Did you
and just killed me. And like, yeah, he did like, oh, there's this one. I tried to do a count. I'm like, no!
Yeah, he told me about that one because that sounds funny as shit. Like,
Oh, it was bad.
it's like, why'd you get so bold? Like,
And there was like one other time where I stupid C kills that I got on myself.
what? Because you can't recover with Cloud.
Not that. It was I played other people. It's
Oh.
kind of hard to play Cloud when Sean was playing every single time, and I mean every single time.
Well, when you got a favorite, you got a favorite.
Yeah.
I barely even played them just because different ones I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
Cloud, he's okay. I don't know.
Oh, I love playing him. He's Cloud. He's my favorite character.
But moving on
God, ban
to the Triforce of topics.
it.
We each bring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys
Topic.
said something where you're changing something back to where it used to be. I just heard on your podcast last week. So, enlighten me. You said literally we're going to go back to the old ways.
Yes, this is the old ways.
What's the old ways?
Before the last 2 weeks, all we did was predictions. So now we did
Oh,
the
I
news you
thought you were
should
trying to
know.
say,
Now
like-
we're bringing back
Yeah.
the try.
We're doing like random topics
No.
again or something.
No. This is the real way. So, anyone have their topic?
You go on. You open up.
All right, fine. My topic. Did 2015 bring back the single-player experience of video games? Because it was going towards multiplayer. Think of all these amazing games. They're all single-player games.
Not this month. Well, not this winter. This winter had a
Well,
lot
I mean, all of
multiplayer.
2015. It brought back the single-player experience and made people realize that it's not all about multiplayer.
Well,
There wasn't really a single player campaign
I think-
that I came out that I was like blown away by.
I think that off the top of my
That
head,
you
like,
beat the games, though. You played it.
I mean, obviously the Game of the Year candidates were all single player games. Maybe Mario Maker's an exception, but
That's sort of a single-player
Yeah.
game.
but then if you look at 2014 or the year before that, the year before that, the Game of the Year nominees are always single player games.
Well, I'm not talking about just Game of the Year,
But
but
that's
Oh,
that's
no.
what we look at. What the best
Metal
games of the
Gear
year.
Solid, and I do say this. I know you want to say, "Oh, it's a single player." No, they invested a lot into their multiplayer they made in that
But
game.
but the whole single player
Never
experience.
played it.
But the game was completely reviewed on the single player experience with Metal Gear Online coming out
True.
later.
It was like what they did with
Yeah.
GTA,
Yeah.
where they did review the multiplayer though, and I think
Have you
like you
played it
said, no, I wanted to, but I it's another game I gotta get back to and beat.
Because I feel like I don't off the top of my head I can't remember 2014's GOTY nominees. I know Dragon Age Inquisition won
It was
for
terrible.
VGAs,
214 was
But-
bad.
but I know
well, just for 2015.
Yeah.
I feel like it brought them because you think they like Dying Light, Bloodborne, Witcher 3,
That was probably
Metal
the best
Gear
single player
Solid,
experience I had.
Metal Gear Solid 5, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I know I'm missing. I'm sure I'm missing.
I don't
something, but
want to
all
say
those
like
games,
it
amazing.
totally like brought it back because honestly I don't think the single player experience totally died.
To be honest, I feel like
Not, sorry. Just to finish my last point. And I feel like it also brought it back because this is like the first year games tried to like only have multiplayer really, and like there's shitstorms about like Battlefront. People
Evolve,
realize like
Titanfall.
you need multiplayer. Or single player.
I don't feel like first player, like these people all said, like, yes, is multiplayer more popular? I definitely agree. But I don't ever feel like first player games have died. I just feel like multiplayer has become bigger. And so I don't think you're ever going to lose first party or like single player campaigns and games because those are usually the ground breaks of everything. And then they usually, what does most games have? A single player, and then they built off it, and that multiplayer is caught off. People did not play Halo 1 the first time and was like, oh my god, fuck this story. But damn, was that multiplayer not fun as shit? No, the story was good, and then people picked up the multiplayer, and that just so happened to be a win. So, most of these games, like, usually don't come from being a multiplayer game first. Call of Duty, even.
Well,
Used to be more about its story, and then eventually they caught on with multiplayer, and now they just become bigger in their
I don't
multiplayer.
know, I feel like you're misinterpreting my question. I'm not talking. I just meant like, do you think 2015 showed
my
people how
argument-
much they really care about single player?
Well,
games?
my argument I'm trying to say is you think single players were dying, and you think
It
they're
was a little
fine,
bit.
and I don't feel like they've ever been.
Well, people are taking them for granted.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can see
also
that.
think maybe 2015 was just lucky enough to have some of the highest quality single player games in this past decade come out all in the same year. Bloodborne, Witcher 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, Fallout 4. And from 2010 to
We
2015,
forgot about Fallout 4 too.
these are perhaps the highest quality single player games, and they all came out the same year. Like, so maybe it's kind of be like, oh, single player games, is this what we were missing, guys? And it's like, well, take it easy. You kind of just lost all your eggs in one basket because there's not too many other franchises that are going to be coming out in the next 2 years that are going to match these single player experiences. I don't think.
Uncharted 4. What?
Uncharted 4 ain't gonna give me 8 days of game time.
It's true.
God, it is. Because you're gonna want to beat it over and over again.
I'm not even gonna beat it once.
What? Anyway, before Saul starts flying across the table, that was my topic.
Is that salt water there?
So, the floor is open to anyone else.
It's amazing.
Well, what do you got, Matt?
Hi, I've been sick all week, so you guys do this. I gotta think.
You gotta think. All right.
And I just started my new job, so gaming has been a big, small thing in my back of my mind for lately.
He's got a big, small thing in the back.
Big, small thing.
I'll fill time while you guys think.
Uh,
Guys, I'm still playing Mario Maker. If you want to send me more of your
Are you
Mario
sure?
Maker levels, which I'm destroying, except for the one, which I already gave you the shout out, you
Bodied him.
damn it. I already gave you the shout out, but keep sending me your Mario Maker levels because, man, I have a level for Matt that I thought up of like maybe 20% of it myself. It's going to just destroy Matt. Thank you, Dan Reichert.
So I'll be playing Dan Reichert's level
About half of
with
it.
Nick Cato's name on
It
it.
is what it is. It's Dan Reichert's level with my flair. I had a little flair to it.
Understandable, Nick. I do that a lot with a lot of things. I'm not going to act like I don't.
Oh, no.
But there's one thing I will say, that all my Mario Maker levels are 100% Matty Delight.
But whenever you
That
play
is no lie.
This is the thing. When you play this level, you're going to look at your levels and say, what am I doing with my life?
Or my levels.
Are these levels, or did a 4-year-old just start scribbling on the tablet and make stuff? But it's called Hell's Gates. You ready? After I beat it?
It's called
'Cause I
Hell's
can't-
Gates.
Yeah.
The Gates of Hell would have been way better.
Yeah, I like
Really?
Hell's Gates.
Yeah,
Nah.
because Hell's Gates is like Hell's possessive gates. It's like, no, the gates of hell. Because that way it's like multiple things, but like
Who
Hell's
cares?
Gates.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Because if
something.
people are reading it wrong, it's like Hell is Gates. And like, that's not right.
None of those names are going to beat my level that says you don't stand a ghost of a chance.
I don't know.
So, by the way, Matt, did you see my top 10 list 2015 I
I
made?
did not.
Oh yeah,
Number
go
6.
on the blog. Check me and Walt's top 10 games 2015. I'll put the links to them. I don't have to actually.
Yeah.
Just fucking go on the blog. LiveThruGames.
Number 6, Legacy of the Duelist. I couldn't hide from it. I had to put it there.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't hide from it. I tried.
Okay.
I think Nick lied when he said, he's like, I'm not going to put it on my top 10. He lied.
I didn't.
I saw the games you put in your top 10. I was like, there's no fucking way you didn't like Legacy of the Duelist.
These games,
More
my
than
top
that.
10. Super Meat Boy.
Co-
How about
It's
this?
not even a 2015 game.
I counted re-releases that came out this
Oh.
year.
Exactly.
I haven't
Not a
played.
game that came out in
You put Saints Row.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Re-elected, though.
But
And Got Out of Hell.
All right, how about this?
Which came out 20.
how about this? That'll be the finals because you guys are jabronis, can think of one. So we'll just talk about our top 10 games, and then
All right.
Matt can just talk about some games you liked. So
I
my
can
top,
name
10, my top 10 was Super Meat Boy, which was fucking amazing. If you didn't play it, it was free, so you missed out. Number 9, Emily is Away on PC, which
Over Legacy of the Duelist.
yes,
The typing game.
I was depressed after my ending. Depressed.
You played it?
Yeah, I downloaded it on my computer.
Better be, it's
It's
not
fucking
count.
good. It's literally just AOL messaging. It's amazing. But Emily's Away, amazing. Number 8, which probably should have been higher at the moment, but Journey. My God.
Well, that was the PS4 like re-release for it.
I never want to play it again. Just want to play it the one time. I'll never play it again. It was
That's
amazing.
another game that didn't come out this year.
The re-release came out this year, which I keep saying that.
But again, Legacy of the Duelist didn't make it. Why are you
Number
so, why are
7.
you lying?
Because I didn't do anything Legacy. You know what I did Legacy of the Duelist?
What?
I played the computer with the fake Exodia deck. That's all I did in the game.
Then you experienced the true game.
Yes. Was it fun? And the music. I will admit the one dueling song, which someone finally uploaded the soundtrack on YouTube. Finally. So I
Fine, I've
could-
been
'cause
sitting here.
that song was like, that's probably why I played the game before.
It was like Hotline Miami 2 hypnotic kind of.
Well, yeah,
You
I'll give
mean-
it that.
Rolling Lobster?
Oh man, that's
Is
such
that
a
a
good
Hotline
fucking
Miami 2
song.
song?
It's
Yes.
so good.
It's
No,
fucking-
I love Hotline Miami 2 soundtrack.
Oh
I didn't
my
beat
God.
the game, but
Yeah,
I thought the
I
soundtrack
didn't
was
either.
amazing.
Number 7.
Every time I hear it on my iPod, I have to play it.
You have to kill somebody.
It's so good.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking rolling. Like, I'm fucking going
Man.
like, whoa!
There you go. But before Matt sells to people, he should be like just blasting that song. pull up. Oh yeah. They're like, we don't want your service. Oh yeah. But number 7, Mega Man Legacy Collection. My God.
Still not really a 2015 game.
It is though. They added a bunch of new shit.
It's true. It's true. Give you that.
Well,
give you that.
Nick is like in this facade of
Not liking Legacy.
liking games that are like old school. Like Nick's too old. Like Nick's favorite game is an old school game of this year, with Mario Maker. It's just 2D platforming.
Oh, you say that's old school. But Mega Man Legacy Collection,
No,
it was. I
is.
love Mega Man, and being able to play Mega Man 1.
And you realize
4, 5,
Mario
6.
is better than that. Finally.
Because I've only beat those games like once in my life, and being able to play them again.
Third one is
Great.
so hard.
Oh, it's so good though, so good.
It's really hard.
There is. Number 6 was Fallout 4, which I put as my most disappointing game.
Whoa.
Yeah, it
That's
was
Legacy of the Duelist numbers.
Fallout 4. All right, I only did a brief thing.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 is my most disappointing game of 2015. I thought it would be at least top 3 for me. Well, it didn't quite live up to my expectations. It's still absolutely amazing. They fixed the shooting mechanics. They have fun quests, good open world. You gotta play it. But
Like every time I fire it up, I get kind of sucked into it for a little
Yeah,
bit, and then I
that's
stop,
the
and then
thing.
it's like I don't think about it for weeks.
that's the
And
thing
then
with
like
me.
it's like, oh no, I'll fire Fallout.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. I play it, and I shut it off, and I don't have an urge to go and play it again. Maybe it's just because where I am in games
I
right now,
got
I just
to
want...
the Institute. That's where I'm at. It's like
I'm a little farther than that, but then I think that's the thing. I think I'm just right now more in a mood to like pop in, pop out real quick stuff.
Yeah,
So
I'm not really in a investment moment right now.
Well,
That's why
I
I'm
mean-
looking at all these games and I'm just like,
Well,
I don't want to play this
I
right
finished
now.
up my 8-day run of Witcher 3, and I've started Wolfenstein: The New Order, which is really fun, but it's a little single-player game, like nothing crazy to
I thought
it.
you already beat that.
No, I just fire it every now
Oh.
and then, play it more. It's pretty hard. I'm on like the
Oh, yeah.
normal difficulty. It gets freaking hard.
then number 5 for me, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm only like
Wrote 'em.
30% in, but
You didn't beat it yet?
no.
I thought you were about
I
to.
just got it out. I'm
Dude,
gonna
Nick like puts on a game for like 30 minutes and then gets
I
off.
played that game for like 3 hours straight, but it's so good. It's one of the games just not to the obviously not to the extent because I'm like I can't have question marks on my thing. So each part of the map, there's like shit to do and things to collect. I'm just like,
Yeah, Nick told me, he's like, God, there's so much to do in Rise of the Tomb Raider. Like, ha!
dude, the salt. I'm not gonna lie. Like, speaking of the Witcher thing, the salt that I've never been mad about quests before, but I finally cleared an area of like question marks. I'm like, oh yeah, and I was like, oh, billboard. There's a question, there's an
He clicked the
exclamation
yellow
point.
notice board.
All the question marks back. I'm like,
But see, Nick, just stop doing all the question marks.
can't.
After
Dude,
8 days,
you have no idea how much of a drug it's not.
Like,
you have
but
to-
after
my map.
8 days, I still have question marks on my map.
Oh, I can't.
yeah, there comes a time where I eventually am just like, fuck it.
I gotta get cut off.
But
Dude, I
But
can't.
like that's
honestly,
what
though-
I'm looking at, and I'm like Nick. I agree with Nick on that. It's
can't.
like it's hard.
But honestly, though, if you do it, you will have enough to craft the best armor, like right
You know
away.
what the
without having to, like, do
perfect
anything.
game is for that? Infamous. It's the perfect amount of crap to do to clear the map.
So you want to know why I love Dark Souls and all that?
There is
Because
no
they don't
map.
show me that I'm missing this.
Yeah,
They
they just
just-
let you miss it and never ever tell you that you missed it, and you'll never find out unless you watch
And you know
YouTube
what?
like
That's
a nerd.
fine. Well, I do, and I watch. Like I'm already starting my watching Epic
It's
Name
still
Bro, and I'm watching
So,
Bloodborne. So I'm getting ready to
But-
100% that bitch.
then my number 4 game, Bloodborne, absolutely amazing game. I didn't beat it,
Are
but
you gonna beat any of the games in your top 10? Like,
I have beaten a ton of them.
Nick is one of those weirdos that think that
I'm
if you
on the
play, like,
final.
enough of it,
No,
you
I'm
got
on
your fill.
the final boss, Super Meat Boy, which I can't beat.
I mean, you got
Um,
Fallout 4. I didn't even know you
I
could
beat
Super
Emily
Meat
is
I didn't know
Away.
you quit so much.
I beat Journey. I beat all the Mega Man games. Fallout 4 I didn't.
Really,
beat
how many
yet.
games have you beaten? You only beat
Yeah,
Witcher.
I beat what I played.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. I
Did you beat
barely.
Mortal Kombat. Did
Right.
you really
I
beat
beat
it?
all of them.
I'm gonna beat Rise of the Tomb Raider. I just got it though. Bloodborne. I'm close. Rocket League. I basically beat. Number 3.
You can't beat Rocket League.
I did also.
I
I'm close.
Beat. Rocket
I have
League.
like almost every trophy except to play like some ridiculous amount of hours.
So you didn't.
But I basically beat it. So Rocket League is my number 3 game. So clutch. So you don't see in the
It's on
thing.
mine too.
My opening sentence. I'm not fond of soccer or race cars.
Oh God, soccer.
But in the case of Rocket League, 2 wrongs make a right.
But when I do play soccer,
Dude, did you just?
I want to ride in a car.
2 wrongs make a boost-assisted right turn.
I didn't say right turn, but yes, Rocket League, absolutely amazing.
Matt,
so,
if you would have tried it without Nick being gay
free.
about it, like you would.
Dude, I watched it. I
This
was
is
not
the thing.
impressed with it.
Walt, I will forget. Like I loaded it on James's PS4. It was free.
Yeah.
And Walt,
Don't give me that face.
I
I'm
will.
glad.
And
I
then
don't
Walt
have to
was like,
play it.
this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen." Watching it, and I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I was like, "Oh, I'll play it." And then he realized the
Yeah,
greatness.
then I
See,
played
the
it.
thing I do like its Clutch is I love how many creative vehicles they put. Sweet Tooth ice cream truck.
They
in
put Mad Max DLC in it.
They put
It. They put the
the
DeLorean.
DeLorean
in.
and
put
in
the
the
guitar
Xbox
guy
and
in.
in the Xbox One. There's gonna be warthogs.
Yeah,
and stuff
like that's cool.
And the Gears of War card.
But
Yeah.
I feel like I'm playing a game that I uploaded real fast on like New Game for we used to play like in Mr. Melito's class.
I really feel like you're giving yourself way too much credit on New Game.
No, like finding just one of those games that you just upload real fast and you
I
play.
can
And
tell
it's
you.
like, this is
That's,
fun for like 5 minutes and then I'm
fun
done.
for hours.
Yeah, it really is.
Number 2, Halo 5 Guardians. I beat the campaign on that.
Oh my
and,
I did too.
I played yesterday with Chad and Jared for like 4 hours.
Yeah, you invited me to play, but Blair was watching an anime that I fucking hated.
What is it?
Nogurami or Yogurami?
What?
Yorigami, Norigami.
No, you know what I noticed?
Norigami.
No, do you know what I noticed? Someone's watching on Hulu. Someone's watching Fairy Tale.
Blair.
That's a
Sorry,
clutch
Walt.
once, but I
Sorry.
started getting over it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I actually started watching
Ian-
Red vs. Blue. Did you see?
Yeah.
You'll learn.
No, someone's like, who the fuck is watching Red vs. Blue? I'm like,
Dude, it's pretty funny.
Probably that. But no, we watched one anime together. Me and Blair watched One Punch Man together, and now all of a sudden she's like, anime. And I'm like, I just like the one. I don't want to watch these.
God, watch One Piece.
I don't.
Alright, you want me to name my
But,
top 10? I
then
can probably name my top
Halo
10.
5, amazing. And number 1, obviously.
I bet you didn't even beat Super Mario Maker.
Mario Maker.
Yeah, he actually doesn't make levels.
I put in there. I did.
It's not called Super Mario Player, Nick.
A lot of people
It's
don't.
called Super Mario Maker.
Patrick
In fact,
Klepek
he's wearing,
doesn't make levels.
in fact, he's
But he
wearing a
still
freak.
plays it.
Okay, so then he didn't play Mario Maker the
He
right way.
does. But as I
He's wearing a
said,
damn construction hat
As I
on
said-
his head.
if I'm not
I
playing,
never noticed that.
yeah, if I'm
That he wears a
not,
construction hat.
Yeah.
if I'm not playing Mario Maker, I'm watching Snarky Bobo and Patrick Klepek stream it.
I actually,
As I
I'm following
said,
2 people who play Mario Maker now.
I'm a
too.
Philly sports fan, so I was more invested in the Dan Riker Patrick Klepek rivalry than any of my sports rivalries because all my teams suck. So
I actually had a girl respond to me on the chat for the first time whenever I was playing,
Like
when
on
I was
Twitch?
watching her play Mario Maker.
Oh.
After I asked her if she was playing the, if she was going to go see the Warcraft movie because she had played World of Warcraft. She answered my question.
anyway, I forgot to do that. And shout out to Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, the number 2 pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC.
Bantamweight?
Flyweight.
Flyweight.
Thank you for talking to me for like 5 minutes on the chat. It was amazing. Your beard's awesome, by the way, too. So I may buy a shirt with the mouse with the
James is
beard.
Out of
on
that
it.
125 pounds, 20 of it's beer.
Oh, it's good. But then we have Walter Bowley's top 10 games of 2015. Number 10, Saints Row 4, re-elected.
Id / Gat Out of Hell expansion. You go to hell to rescue the boss. You end up teaming up with William Shakespeare and Blackbeard, and you get guns based on the 7 deadly sins and kill Satan. It was fucking awesome.
I love how it tries to be GTA.
No, it's
Not
not.
anymore.
No,
It used
it
to.
really. Not anymore.
Saints Row 1. And
Now it's
subverted
basically
to-
if Grand Theft Auto and Infamous had a perverted love child that was insane.
And coming in at number 9 for Walt, Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, had to add it. Disappointed in it, but had to add it because I had a ton of fun with it.
I'm disappointed in the content, but I'm not
That's
disappointed
exactly-
in the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like the gameplay itself is really solid. They had a lot of potential to make it like a great game, and they
I'm just
didn't.
glad I didn't buy the freaking season
Oh,
pass.
Or the game for your Xbox.
But
yeah,
$50
$50 season pass is insulting. Honestly, like it really is.
Especially since you're not going to have Kylo Ren or any of the new
7.
guys.
Episode 7.
That was the only thing I was looking forward to that they were going to add.
Yeah, probably.
So now the only heroes we can get are
Solo.
like Chewbacca and I don't know another bad guy. I don't even know another bad guy from the original trilogy we could add. Anybody? Greedo? I don't know. Like,
Then number 8 for Walt, Halo 5 Guardians.
yeah, Halo made a top 10 for me. I know. I couldn't believe it, but it did. It was better than Battlefront. in every way.
It is. Number 7, Call of Duty Black Ops 3,
I don't think graphically it was.
which Halo 5 is better.
I thought Star
The
Wars.
environments,
Star
Star
Wars-
Wars' environments are better, but like the animations on the characters and like there's kind of stiff movement. Halo beats that.
I thought Star Wars was the best looking game I've seen all year.
It is one of the best for sure. Black Ops 3, I got sucked back in again. I'm sucked back into Blops. It happened.
I'm all about Halo.
I can't
still.
stop it.
I could play it again, but I'm not like, oh my god.
Like I found the ACR. Basically, it's the ACR
Yeah.
from the other games. I found the P90. It's like I'm back. It's over. Got my cap shield emblem that Nick still hasn't seen really.
I saw it. Number 6 for Walt, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist.
I'd be lying. I mean, I have like 60 hours in that game.
I can strongly say that's not my top 10.
Matt, you're lying.
No, I'm not.
I just don't know why you guys are lying.
I'm not lying.
You
I'll
never
say
even
this
played
with
my
the straightest
Necros.
face.
Never played my Necron.
Well, I was the one who told you to buy it. You were the one that was on the fence.
Yeah.
I'll take great pride
And
in
then
it.
I dueled that fence and
You
activated my trap.
You bought
card.
more cards?
No,
Or
I just
DLC?
built Necros.
Oh.
Necrons is like.
Getting excited. Man, I thought I got a good deck. All right. So, coming in at number 5 for Walt.
It's like it would have
I thought, I don't know, maybe you used it. I don't know. I'm not going to uninstall that game.
Yeah, it's 200 megabytes.
Yeah. So, number 5, Batman Arkham Knight.
Had to.
Forgot about that game.
Even though it was hide and go tank for a good portion of the game, you had to respect. It's the conclusion to the Arkham trilogy, which is it's just the best superhero video game franchise of all time by a pretty wide margin. So we had Mark Hamill as Joker, Kevin Conroy as Batman. I mean, don't be so fucking picky. Like,
Even though I actually like Batman's Arkham Origins voice, I think Troy Baker did his voice. And
Troy Baker did Joker's voice in that game.
He did. Then whoever played Chris Redfield, which I thought was actually Troy Baker too,
It's not.
and that's the guy who played Batman's voice.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure Joker was Troy Baker.
And he did such a great job because he brought the angry versions of Batman out.
The young angry guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, hide and go tank was disappointing. The Deathstroke boss fight was really disappointing.
I can't even remember it. All the boss fights
It was a
were
tank.
disappointing.
It was a
in that
tank
one.
fight.
Oh yeah.
The Deathstroke
All the
boss fight.
boss fights were disappointing. There wasn't one that I even thought was remotely creative. Like I was even disappointed with Red Hood.
Yeah. His fight, I'm trying to remember, there was one boss fight that I thought was pretty cool, I guess.
Not even in the slightest.
I can't remember now. Maybe I'm just remembering Arkham City's Solomon Grundy fight. I don't know.
That fight wasn't bad.
I liked it. That's what I'm saying.
I definitely think the coolest fight of all of them was Ra's al Ghul's fight.
Yeah, it was cool.
But anyways,
Number 4 for Walt, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D.
that didn't come out this year.
Yeah, it did.
That didn't come out this year.
Oh, you mean the N64
Yeah.
version that came out like 99? Yeah. But, I mean, I only played Majora's Mask once, so it was like, I remember loving the game, but I didn't really remember the game that well, except for like the Fierce Deity Mask in one of the dungeons, so I got to kind of experience it all over again. It was amazing. It
Is
really
that the
was.
only one 3DS game you played this year?
Actually, this year. 2014, different story, but this year, yeah.
I'm sorry, Matt.
Oh, don't give me that shit. I played quite a few games on my Vita.
Oh, number 3 for Walt, Rocket League, well-deserved spot.
Had to.
Got
So Matt,
to do it.
now that you've heard 3 to 10, I'm gonna ask. I mean, Rocket League for the same reasons you
Gots
said.
to
I
have
don't
the
really need
pooks.
to. Gots to.
Gots to have Rocket
It's like I don't want to
League.
elaborate. You know why Rocket League. So number 2 is left. You know what number 1 is. So what do you think number 2 is?
Actually, I don't know what number 1 is. Oh, Witcher.
Come on.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Poop. Oh.
Number
Got
2.
Oh.
Come on. I'm gonna count to 10 in my hands. Let's see if you get it.
Really? Just gave it away like
Is
that?
it like the Gwent, the card game of Witcher?
Just gave
I
it
should
away
have,
like
if I'm
that?
being honest. Yeah, I kind of did give it away. I counted to 10 X, Mortal Kombat X.
Oh, really? I was actually, I don't know. I feel like out of all the fighting games I played lately, Mortal Kombat was one of the ones I played the least.
Well,
10. I
maybe,
played a lot more of 9 than I
maybe,
did a 10.
I mean, maybe you did, but I played.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just talking
it was
myself.
amazing. And the thing with the DLC characters is they were done better than Mortal Kombat 9's DLC
Oh my
characters.
god, yeah.
Like Jason, Predator, Tanya, and Tremor are all
I'm gonna get
great
back on.
characters
I've
in their
been-
own right.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of people playing, and I
Mhm.
watched a couple. I'm kind of wanting to get back in. Plus, Chad plays, so
I wouldn't
It'd be
know.
funny.
I've asked him to play me several times, and he keeps ducking me.
Yeah, he knows you're gonna body him.
He owes me that because of the Conor McGregor fight, though. He owes me that fight.
But anyways, we all know it's Witcher 1.
Witcher
3
is number 1.
Is number 1.
The Wild Hunt.
It's just Wild Hunt.
Oh, I'm sorry, Walt.
It's okay.
Excuse me.
Just like
It's okay.
when Matt said,
Sneeze.
just like when Matt said "Wolf on Wall Street" for the longest time. It's like it's Wolf on.
It's the Wolf of Wall Street.
God, it was crazy. Bill Cosby's using
by the
those
way,
Quaaludes from that movie.
Which, by the way,
Date rape girls. I'm like, you see
By the
Cosby's Yeezy sweater?
are we seeing Revenant on the
I want
8th?
to see Revenant and Hateful Eight.
I almost want to make a Second Life guy. I'm talking about the Second Life game because my mom says she has a house in there, and she says the Revenant's already able for her to watch, and she can watch Star Wars. This is bullshit, and she says it's all perfect quality.
There was a bunch. Hateful Eight's getting some. I say compared to the other Tarantino movies, it's not that great.
I'm still.
It still looks fucking
I'm
good.
still.
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
see it.
I'm seeing that in Revenant.
Yeah, Revenant. I absolutely
We
want
need
to
to
see
see it
Revenant.
this weekend.
Yeah, they all look fucking
Is
good.
it out?
It's coming out the 8th.
Okay.
It all looks. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
So then, Matt, just name off some games you.
I'm gonna name. I won't name them. I won't put them in any order except my top 5. But I definitely gotta give. A shout out to J Stars and One Piece Pirate Hunters 3. I fucking loved playing those games. They were a lot
Didn't
of
you
fun.
play the One Piece game more, or is it J Stars?
One Piece I played the hell out of.
Okay.
I
I know
played
J
a lot
Stars.
of
I don't remember you.
Pirate Hunters 3.
Mm-hmm.
J Stars I would have played it more if someone would have bought it. But because I could play Pirate Hunters 3 with Corey, it made it a lot of fun.
Didn't you have played J Stars or Corey?
Yeah, but he didn't play it with me. But
It kind of sucked.
I liked it. It's for the roster. The roster's what made it
Yeah.
cool. The fact that you could play Goku and Luffy and Ichigo and Sasuke and all those characters to me made that such a cool idea, and I loved it. And I played online with a guy. He played the big booby girl, and I played Luffy, and we did pretty decent. We got to like C rank out of S, and
Starting at D.
So you
starting
didn't,
at a E.
So you didn't really beat that game.
No, I beat Luffy's story, which all I
So you
cared.
didn't beat the game.
But anyways, so I like playing those Pirate Hunters. I definitely could say, or Pirate Warriors 3. I definitely say I beat the hell out of. I didn't platinum it, but I beat the hell out of that game. And another game I'll definitely make a nod to is I would definitely make a nod to is Halo. Battlefront I'd make a nod to as well. And then honestly, I probably will just go into my top 5. My number 5, and I'm proud to say it, freaking Dancing All Night. Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
Yes.
Best casual game I played. That game to this day is the only game out of any game I'm playing that I can just pick it up and just spend 30
I'm
an
glad
hour.
I shamed you into buying it.
I'm so happy I bought that game. I don't care what anyone thinks. That game was fucking amazing to me, and I fucking loved every bit of it. And it just shows how much I love Persona 4.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Dancing All Night, number 5. Number 3,
4.
number 4, I'm sorry. Would put Witcher 3. Number 3, Fallout 4. I actually have down that.
Did you beat it?
Huh?
Did you beat Fallout 4?
No. Number 2 is probably going to be Metal Gear Solid 5. And then number 1, I'm actually going to say after rewatching it and realizing what I liked about it, to me, I'm putting number 1 as Bloodborne.
Yeah.
So no Batman in your top 5.
Batman, I think, was the other game I put down in the...
So it would be like 6
Yeah.
or something.
something
Man,
like
Matt,
that.
all these games you didn't beat in your
Yeah,
top.
you only beat Witcher 3 and Persona. I guess. But
I platinumed that game.
Witcher 3?
And all
Witcher
that
3
junk.
I definitely beat. But I'm going to go back and beat them. They're not lost in my archive and never to be played again.
I'll play Fallout. I just got to be in the mood for it again.
Well, congratulations, Nick. You'll play your most hyped game in 2015.
But I will say this. Where you all think is disappointing, I loved Fallout. But see, I'm not Bethesda hungry like you guys are, where I like have to beat the hell out of all the
Bethesda
games
Game
that I play.
Studios.
I don't have to beat the hell out of everyone, just every Elder Scrolls.
But
Just
the Elder
every
Scrolls,
Bethesda
like,
game
but see,
studios.
when I see Fallout, I see Elder Scrolls in my eyes. I don't
You're-
I don't see like Elder Scrolls just beats out Fallout, in my opinion, by a landslide at all. I don't think that way. They're the same game to me. One's a shooter, one's not. And one's in the medieval times and one's in a post-apocalyptic world. Same game. But anyways, I'm not saying that's bad. I thought Fallout 4 actually rejuvenated Fallout to me because now I actually like the franchise. I think that's better than 3 was ever. Story, but the decision making, very good in this game. Because I stopped playing Fallout because I couldn't choose who I wanted to work for. Because they did such a good job at making the guys that you work for not about good or bad. It's about whose morals do you believe in? What do you think is right?
Death to synths.
So and the synths are awesome. I think their whole thing with that is fucking amazing. But no, see, I'm only about killing the super mutants and the fucking ghouls. Those are the two jabronis I don't like. But anyways, that's how I feel about Fallout. I was definitely impressed with it. I thought I'd love Fallout 4. I will continue to beat that game. I definitely put a huge dent in that game. Metal Gear Solid, it's just the wrong time, the wrong place. I still thought the game was amazing. I'm still disappointed with the story because there's not enough. Not because I played throughout all of it and they said it was good or whatever it is. I just think that it's not Metal Gear. But the gameplay is the best gameplay of this game. And then Bloodborne is just fucking awesome. I mean, another great graphical game. Another great graphical game. The setting is the best probably I've seen all, besides maybe Witcher. Setting is fucking amazing. The bad guys all fit. It's just like
bad guys look like
the
nightmares.
the story and like the bosses, they brought back the intimidation factor of bosses. And it's just the movement is so different. They found a way to make a game so similar, so different from the others. It's so different from the Souls. But once I watched it again, because that game came out so early that I had to remember of it, and that's why I'd say now if I could go back, I wouldn't say Fallout was my favorite. I'd say Bloodborne was probably my game of the year.
Speaking of like the Fallout 4 Elder Scrolls thing, what I hope they don't bring from Fallout 4 to the next Elder Scrolls is the voice protagonist. I didn't care for it.
Sorry, you're probably not.
The voice acting wasn't solid on the guy. The dialogue choices, which you have dialogue choices in every Elder Scrolls game, but you don't hear what your dumbass protagonist says, so you don't sound like a fucking tool every time you say something. Like, it just like
I don't know.
The voice acting wasn't terrible. I've definitely heard worse. But it was just like
the blonde guy from Final Fantasy 15.
They actually voiced him all over again.
Good. Well, not that I know, but just my reaction.
You, right on that, wasn't the best voice acting, but I'm glad they added voices, because I want some sort of way I can hear my guys talk. I still hate that video gaming is still going with the whole, you say, yeah, sure, and your guy says, fuck you in the end of it.
See, that's just it. Like, because they added the dialogue
There's
options.
a mod for Fallout.
Yeah.
It actually
shows you what you're
right.
fucking
I know that. Well, I wish they would just.
Because Witcher 3 did kind of the
immediately.
same thing, but it was a better context of what you were going to
Yeah,
say.
I didn't have that problem with Witcher.
Yeah, but one of the things that was funny, I was sorry.
No,
I was playing the Emily is Away game and that dialogue thing, and well, I don't know, whatever. It's like a 15-minute game. It's really quick, and you just go through like the years. Like you started senior year of high school, and you go all the way through the last year of college. And I'm talking to this girl, and she like broke up with her boyfriend, and she was like, I'm gonna come up to visit you this weekend. And I was like, all right. She's like, should I bring alcohol? And I was like, nah, I got some. Don't worry. She's like, what do you want to do?
This is such a lonely
is this like a date rape simulator?
No.
This is such a lonely game.
No. And then she was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, we could just see what's going on around campus. Then like the next year started. And I'm like, we just hung out, blah, blah, blah. And then she just goes, then the next thing she's like, I just really have to talk to you about something. I was like, what? And she's like, did you plan to have sex with me? I was like, what?
So it is a date rape simulator.
No, I was like, what? I was like, no. She's like, everything just seems so planned out, like the alcohol. I was like, you asked me what I was thinking. I was like, you asked if I would bring it. I was like, what? I didn't even know. I was like, first clutch.
This escalated.
By the way,
really quickly.
Clutch. I recommend everyone playing it.
No, every game that everyone I recommend to play, and I want to play it, me and Corey both do, because I watched Markiplier and all the guys play this game. Fucking Hoonie Pop. is the funniest game. It's literally anime girls, and you are trying to fuck them, and there's nudity and all that shit in it. I'm letting you all know. They block it out for obvious reasons.
They block it out on the channel or in the game?
In the channel.
Okay,
like, I didn't actually see the nudity. But this fucking game is so funny because you just talk to these girls, and the things these girls say, it's just...
Is it free?
I don't know. It's on Steam or something.
I'll look
Dude,
it up on Steam.
me and Corey, no shame. I want to fucking play because it's funny as shit. You have like a little fairy fucking anime girl who comes in and says, I'm gonna get you laid, and is all about making you get laid. And you go and you dial down like 10 girls and you play like fucking Bejeweled while you're banging them.
I love Bejeweled.
And the girl, like, you have to match the pieces, and every time you do it, like, shoots out like love little hearts at the girl while she moans at you, but they obviously bleep that out. So
okay.
So
okay.
most of the game I wanted to play in 2015 that I didn't.
Before we leave and go, may I point out that Matt like quadrupled me in F-bombs today.
It's true.
Matt is just dropping F-bombs today like no one's business.
It's been a stressful day for me today,
but
and I'm freaking heating up in here.
It's okay. So everyone, thank you for watching episode 54 of Podcast Reloaded. Keep gaming. Later.